Are you kidding me? Did any of you play God of War Ragnarok? How in the hell can you give Elden Ring Game of the Year over God of War Ragnarok? Just kidding. I had y'all. I know I did. I had y'all. Now I know that I said that, boy, was Game of the Year for me. But what I did not say in my video is that, look, if Elden Ring wins, I ain't gonna be mad. Like, I enjoyed God of War Ragnarok more than Elden Ring, but only slightly more. Like, you know what I mean? Like a hair more, not much more. I really enjoyed this story for the most part, and the gameplay and the fighting. But Elden Ring is so massive and chock full of great fighting, and the lore is murky and cryptic, and I never follow it because it's insane to me. There's channels that are devoted to the lore for the games from Software, but I'm just like, you don't really get it all playing the game. If I can't get it all playing the game, I don't want to dig and look at all the books and stuff. No, give it to me in the game, all right? I absolutely just loved the exploring and the power-ups and mainly the fighting in Elden Ring. And I couldn't believe, one thing with Elden Ring is I could not believe at how addicting it was. And I saw people, it was like a good addiction, not where you felt it was a bad addiction. You know, people were putting, up certain posts on Twitter and places like, yo, it's like, I cannot stop playing Elden Ring. I know exactly how you feel. There are certain qualities that Elden Ring did have, like that. Like, I felt more addicted to that. But I just enjoyed the whole experience more from boy. So, yeah, I get it. And to me, I felt like it was going to be between those two for the win. Now, I don't know what may have came in second place as far as votes go and all that stuff, but to me, those were the two that were, fighting for first place. But Elden Ring is just so, like, it's everything that God of War is, Elden Ring is, but much more of it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, if you love French fries, guess what? I ain't gonna give you one serving of French fries. I'm gonna give you 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. How about that? You get 5 servings of French fries throughout the day instead of 1. That's what it's like. It's just so much more massive, and just because they're both addicting, you just get to do so much more with Elden Ring. And then there's the PvP and everything else. Like, you know what I mean? It's, we ain't even got New Game Plus yet on this bitch. as much as I love it, now I really don't feel like playing God of War because it's like, but I didn't feel like playing New Game Plus of Elden Ring either. It's so massive that when you're done, you just feel exhausted. I know some people feel like, they love the fact that there's a New Game Plus. And I've seen some gamers be like, but after I 100% in it, or after I beat it, I just didn't want to play it no more. And I feel that a lot with a lot of games nowadays. I don't feel like there's a ton of replay value, maybe because they're so in depth with certain things, certain games, you know what I mean? There were games I used to play and beat every day when I was a teenager. Between having the Super Nintendo, like in the Super Nintendo days, PlayStation days, there were games I used to play and beat every day. But when it came to PlayStation and then further along, I think games got longer and bigger, and you just couldn't sit down to beat it. You know, there's certain games you can do that with still, with shortcuts and speed runs and all that stuff. But I mean, you could beat games in like, I don't know, half hour back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Now, like, these games take forever, you know? So, anyway, congratulations to From Software for the game of the year. And I look for more of it. I want Elden Ring on the scale of the Demon Souls remake and as big. And I can't wait for the next one. I'm sure they're going to have a DLC sooner or later. One thing I hate about DLC is if you stop playing a game, you have to like relearn it again. Figure out where your buttons are and God, all the skills and tactics that you use. And sometimes you end up using stuff and like messing up. And oh God, I cannot stand that when DLC comes out that I'm gonna have to relearn the game again. But I will. You know what I'm saying? Post comments down below. Let me know what you thought about Elden Ring winning game of the year. Are you angry? Are you sad? Are you mad? That all rhyme. Don't hate to play at the game. Bars! 10 million subscribers. Woo!